for free. So let's get into it. All right, so hey everybody. So I was trying to get a little something together and I clicked the wrong one, but y'all got a chance to see a little bit of that, a little bit of who I am. And as you guys come on in, please introduce yourself. Let me know what city and state you're chiming in from, what it is that you do. But again, my name is Taria Avant and I live in Houston, Texas. And what I do, guys, is I work with speakers and coaches or future speakers and coaches that want to be able to write a book, not only just to write any kind of book, but a book designed to help them grow their business. I come across a lot of authors, and a lot of times one of the biggest challenges that many authors have is they don't know how to leverage their book the right way. So I work with current authors as well as future authors. So let's get into this training. Hello, Candace. How are you doing? Hey, Mickey. How are you doing? Guys, do me a favor and share this broadcast. I promise you we will only be together for about 5 hours. JK, I'm joking. Not long because I'm hungry and I want to get to my food. All right. I still got to go get the food first. And then I got to y'all get me. Okay. So anyways, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick so you guys can see this. One second. Matter of fact, hold on. I want to do something else to make sure you guys can see the screen. Here we go. Hello again, everybody. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Elaine Kerr from Cleveland, Ohio. Hey, Queen. Okay, good. I want to put make sure my video is up here so that y'all can still see me. All right. Okay, so anyway, so today, guys, we are talking about book writing success. And my goal for those of you are so that you can learn some tips on getting the right book together, but also for those of you who are interested, learning how you could possibly write your book for free. Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips, some great information, y'all. We're going to get straight into this. So if you are here, you're ready to roll, just let me know. All right. Hey, sis, I see you. Hey, Marie. Darling, hello, Nicole. Hello, everybody. Okay, so anyways, let's go into this. All right, so first of all, who is this for? This is for a coach and you're ready to close more clients. This is for speakers and you want to get booked more to speak. And also, if you're just finally ready to write that book, okay, you're saying, you know what, I'm ready to finally get this thing done. I want to build influence. I want to build multiple streams of income. I want to be able to charge more money. Then this is for you. Now, I want everybody to go ahead and type this into the space and let me know, what do these people have in common? Okay, what do these people have in common? Hello. Hey, Candace. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Adrian. I got another friend named Adrian who used to be a Williams who lives in Miami, but she's no longer a Williams anymore. She is a married woman, honey, of several years. But anyways, how y'all doing? Hello. Hey, Tiffany, and hello. So when you see Lisa Nichols, you see Steve Harvey, you see Bishop T.D. Jakes. Yes, we all know that they're authors, but one thing that they have in common is that they have built 7-figure businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses, leveraging the fact that they are authors. See, I meet a lot of authors, y'all. Like I told y'all, I meet a whole lot of authors who ain't making no money. Okay, it's one thing to have a book that's helping you to make 6 figures, but you got to know how to leverage that. I also met another person the other day that was like, you know, I just don't want to market my own book. And I'm here to let you guys know is that you got to be able to market your own book. You're the face of the book. The book is you. And so when you learn how to do it the right way, it's not that it interferes with your business. In fact, it should increase your bottom line. Guys, it's time to get this book done, to grow your speaking business, grow your coaching business, and build multiple streams of income. Now, how many of you guys like free? How many of you guys like free? And yes, you guys are correct. Tiffany, you're correct. Nicole, you're correct. Awesome. If you like free, okay, I'm going to give you guys access to a $1,000 training that I do, okay, that teaches you how to actually make money with your book before it's done. I'm going to give you one tip here today, but if you want access to this training, all you need to do, guys, is text 3 initials, BPC, which stands for Book Profits Club, to 484848. Now, I want to see who's going to do this right now. If you want to go ahead and text that, just go ahead and text that right now. I know some of y'all might have to, open up another app or something like that, but text it. And once you text that number, I want you to go and say, I texted. So you need to text BPC to 484848. Guys, many of my clients have followed this training, and before the book is even started, they've made $500 to $1,000. In fact, today I'm going to show you the first thing that you need to do so that you can actually get your book done for free. Every single time I've written a new book, this is a technique that I've actually followed, okay? Also, I want you guys to give me about 30 minutes of your time, and I promise if this is your first time ever hearing me, I will change your whole idea behind being an author, writing a book, and how this can impact your life. The three things that we're going to talk about today, secret number one is we're going to talk about how your book will grow your coaching and or speaking business immediately. We're going to talk about number two, why authors do not succeed. So we're going to talk about why authors don't succeed. We're also going to talk about how to make at least 3 streams of income from your book. Okay, 3 streams of income from your book. All right, so if you guys are ready to get into this, let's go. Let's go. And shout out to Lisa and Darling who went ahead and sent their text messages in. They said, I'm getting that free information. I'm trying to learn. I'm ready. All right. Well, first of all, here are some examples or some statistics that I think you guys should know. First of all, 97% of most people who want to write a book, they never will. 80% of authors who write a book, they only sell to their immediate audience. This is why when a lot of times people tell me I already wrote a book, I'm like, look, you might fall in that 80% bracket, and I don't want you to fall into that bracket. I want you to be able to make more money with your book. 80% of authors who write their books, they write their books not designed to sell, okay? Because we are emotional about our product. I get it. We're emotional, but we should be emotional about the results that it gets. And if nobody's buying your book, then you're not giving anyone results. And then 80% of the people I come across, they have been working on their book for years, child. Boo, you should not be waiting 2-3 years to get that book done, darling. We need to get that book done ASAP immediately, because think about it. What was relevant 2 years ago is not relevant today. So the longer we wait, the more that our book becomes out of context. Okay, so it's so important. All right. So why do most authors not succeed? First of all, the first reason is that they write what they want to write about and not what their audience wants to read about. This is a big challenge that I see from many authors. They say, well, I just want to write this. This is what I want to write. And that's no problem if you do not want to sell books. But if you do want to sell books, guys, you got to be able to target your audience. You got to be able to find out what they want, right? They also don't know who their audience is. Another big challenge. And I get this all the time. Most people don't know who they serve. They say, well, Taria, this book is for everyone. Well, the truth is, guys, is that the challenges that a 16-year-old has is not the same of an 18-year-old. It's not the same of a 20-year-old. It's not the same of a 30, 40, 50. You cannot serve everyone in just one instance. And so you've got to be able to target in who you serve so that you can be most effective with your book. Guys, we got to make sure that we're being effective. Also, people don't market their book. Okay, I don't know in what world people live in that they think that they can have a book where they don't need to market it and they would rather hire someone to do it for them. I'd be doggone if I pay someone $5,000, $10,000 a month for them to go out there and promote my book. This is my book. And so if you learn how to do it effectively, ladies and gentlemen, you will make a substantial amount of income. In fact, your book should be designed to help you to increase your bottom line in your business. So you have to be able to promote your book. Also, they never take the time to plan out the purpose of their book. Guys, you got to know, as a result of you writing this book, what's now happening for you? Are you speaking on more stages? Are you, on the news? Are you speaking in colleges? Like, you need to identify these things, which many people do not sit down and think about. And then they don't think about, okay, as a result of someone reading it, what's happening for them? What's the next step? What are they now going to, what's going to be the next product or service that they're going to invest in so that they can have success? And then we overcomplicate the process. It is not as hard as many people try to make it when it comes to writing a book that is effective, okay? Get it. I get it, guys. We want to make sure we put everything in there. We want to make sure it's perfect. But guys, do you know I was reading a John C. Maxwell book the other day and there was a typo in there, and he actually goes through publishing companies. Okay, so it doesn't have to be complicated and perfect. Here's a statistic right here. Just 1 in 10 authors ever make a full-time income with their books. And out of that full-time income, only 3% of them make 6 figures. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not teaching you how to make 6 figures from your book off of theory. I'm teaching you because this is principle-based. This is stuff that we have actually done. So if you're serious about being able to make income with your book, then you are at the right place at the right time. We help you from being a non-selling author if you simply follow these tips. Now, you don't have to answer this out loud, guys, but I want you to think about this to yourself. How much money have you lost by not having your book? If you really believe that your book is going to make money, how much are you losing? And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not in the business of leaving money on the table. I ain't trying to do it. Ain't never been that girl. That's why I like to take action fast. What is holding you back from getting your book done? Is it because maybe you don't know how to do it? Or are you overcomplicating the process? Are you making it more difficult than what it really needs to be? Are you trying to put everything? See, some people, the reason why I don't believe in writing autobiographies is because today something has happened in my life. And so now I got to pause. You know what? Now I got to wait. Now I got to add this to the story. Now, if you are wanting to learn how to write your story in a way that becomes more of like a storytelling type of book, I've got somebody for you. But I recommend if you're a speaker or a coach, or you want to increase your bottom line in your business, you write a book that's going to share people's specific information, instructions, steps. And even in there, you can talk about your life. Now, how much longer are you going to continue to wait to get this book done? And the truth is, the question is, who does this affect? Who's the reader? Who needs your help? Where's that gentleman or that young woman that right now is in their bed crying because they need help? And you claim that my information, what I'm going to do is going to change the world, but I'm procrastinating, but I'm waiting. How much longer are we going to do that? Well, let's get into secret number one, how your book will grow your coaching business or your speaking business immediately. First things first, guys, you need to understand this, why you need a book. And if you guys are still here, I want you to go ahead and put in still here, type in the word still here. I want to make sure you guys are staying attentive and focused in on what we're talking about here. Number one is it opens doors for other opportunities. Guys, there are some events, conferences, and things like that where if you don't even have a book, they're not interested in even having you come and speak. Darling, being an author is definitely a door opener for you. And also, it's better than a business card. There have been times where I've been, in nice little restaurants, hanging out, kicking it, do what I do. And I'll go and give somebody a copy of my book for free. Literally, give it away. I give it away. And guys, it turns into opportunities. It turns into $1,000 deals. Some of you guys are meeting game changers and you don't have a book that can talk about you. See, being an author lets you talk about you more than you need to talk about you. You don't want to get in front of somebody and be, well, this is what I do. Let the book do the talking. And when you have the right book, it sets you up for success. Also, it leaves a legacy for your family. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Napoleon Hill, but he wrote this book called Think and Grow Rich. But he's also written several other books. Think and Grow Rich to this day is still one of the top selling self-help books in the world. In fact, I recommend anybody that needs to plug into personal self-development, that's the first book you should most definitely read. Think and Grow Rich. Well, also another thing, during the time where he wrote that book, he also wrote a book called Outwitting the Devil. Now, they didn't want to release that, but what's dope about both of those books is even though he wrote this during the Great Depression, those books are still top-selling books and bringing money into his family over and over and over. See, guys, this is what a real legacy business is about. A legacy business is building something that continues to pay over a period of time. Also, it sets you apart from others in your industry. I don't know what industry everybody is in, but no matter what, if you're a coach, if you're a speaker, if you own a product or a service, being an author separates you. It makes you an expert. I was watching the news the other day. This lady that has a restaurant, she wrote a book called Restaurateur. And, everybody was having all these challenges, of course, with the restaurants. This is before, this was weeks ago. But they brought her on the news because she was an author of a book called Restaurateur. Guys, being an author separates you no matter what industry you're in. It creates visibility. Look, she was on the news telling people about things that she thinks that people need to do in these times. Also builds additional streams of income. You instantly become an influencer and people pay higher speakers' fees. Now, here's some myths about becoming an author. People believe that you need to be a certified expert in order to write a book. Ladies and gentlemen, writing the book makes you certified. Writing the book makes you the expert. Also, some people believe that it takes too long to write a book. Truth is, y'all, I've got people who have literally written their book in a day. We've got people that have gone through our program where we do the writing for you and we get it done ASAP. It just depends on where you are. I know some of you guys, you may not want to write the book yourself. We do that. For some of you guys, you just need the game plan. You just need the guide. We do that as well. And also we teach that your book does not have to be perfectly written. Okay. So the number one phrase search today, I want y'all to know something. The number one phrase that people are searching, starting with, or the prefix, is how to. How to. People are wanting to know, if I just think about my life, how to overcome a breakup, how to overcome depression, how to start your own coaching business, how to be a six-figure network marketer, how to sell more products, how to build a website, how to launch, how to do my social media, all the different types of things that I know how to do. People are Googling them. But one thing that majority of most people are not Googling, with the exception of maybe somebody that's just nosy or a stalker, is the life story of Taria Avant. See, I haven't yet hit that level. The best time to write that life story is when you walk into a room and people don't need to they don't need to be introduced to you because they already know who you are. But if you really want to create something that's effective to help grow your business, they are Googling how to something, something, something. And it needs to be in a space that you are an expert in, or that you want to be seen as an expert in, a space that you want to be a coach in, a space that you want to speak in, a space that you want to sell products in. That is what people are looking for. Another thing, I want y'all to type this in. If people will Google it, they will also pay for it. I want y'all to know, some of y'all overcomplicate it. This is what a lot of people do. People see what I'm doing. I'm just going to be honest. Can I be transparent here? People see what I'm doing and they say, you know what? Well, I wrote a book. I had a young lady, I'll be real transparent because she ain't watching this. So I had one young lady that wrote a book about overcoming the different challenges that you deal with when you're going through breast cancer. I told her that is such a great audience of people that you can help. You leverage this book the right way. You can be on so many stages and empowering and impacting so many women, and you can get into the life coaching space. But see, she was looking at what I was doing. That's why I always tell people, don't look left or don't look right. You got to focus on your purpose in life, right? Now, if your purpose is what I do, then it's your purpose, okay? But I told her, stay focused, and you'll have people that'll want to invest in what you have. And you can build multiple streams of income. People right now are Googling that, right? They're Googling, how do I overcome these emotions with breast cancer and things of that nature? And so this is a space where she was an expert because she pushed through it. Some of us overcomplicate it because we're so busy looking left and right that you don't even realize that every single day you do stuff without thinking about it, where somebody would be willing to pay you. You write a book about it. They see you as the expert. They will spend money because you know how to do this one thing. Guys, it says that he will make room for your gift. Gift. If they will Google it, they will pay for it. And you are the expert. So Marie says, do you need to be an expert? No, you're the expert when you say you're the expert. Last time I checked, nobody has ever asked me about how long have I been doing what I'm doing. The fact that I wrote a book, the fact that I'm teaching it makes you the expert. It's just you got to stay consistent. You know what the biggest way to be an expert at something is? Still be doing the same thing a year from now. That's the best way to be an expert. Still be doing the same thing a year from now. Tips to writing a book that sells. Number one, you must know who your audience is. You need to know the challenges that they have. What keeps them up at night? Why are they crying? Why are they upset? You got to know how your service is going to help them, whether it's a product or a service, or you're talking as a public speaker, or you're coaching. As a result of someone reading your future book, what is it that you want them to know? How do you want to help them? And then you got to know, what is the next step? Now, let me just tell you a little bit about myself, if you guys don't mind. I like talking about myself. I really like sharing my story. So I'm going to share a little bit with y'all real quick for the 1-2 on the 1-2. My name is Taria, pronounced like Maria with a T. Very easy to pronounce. Maria Taria. Call me Taria Vision Avant. I'm originally from Hampton, Virginia, born and raised. My father was from South Carolina. My mom was from New York. My father and mother got married when I was a little girl. That's me right there in the middle. They getting married. I didn't know what was going on. They were in Arizona, both in the military. My father was a big techie, which is why I had have a love for computers. And my mom was just a wonderful free spirit. Unfortunately, At the age of 11, though, my mom passed away from cirrhosis of the liver, and I moved in to live with my father full time. Went on to go to Hampton University. Shout out to all of my HBCUs. If you are a graduate from an HBCU, type in your college as well. Let me know what college y'all went to. But I went on to go to Hampton University, and like many college graduates, y'all, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. Let me tell you something, honey. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, and Peter didn't know, right? I mean, I was out here trying to make money stretch, and paper don't stretch. I was like many college graduates because when I went to school, I had to work a job that paid me. I couldn't do internships. But what I will tell you is by that time, I had tried it all. I was selling knives, vacuum cleaners, insurance, bail bondsman, door-to-door, telemarketing. Y'all, I was a professional tripreneur. Any tripreneurs here? I was a professional tripreneur. I done tried it all, but I also would quit stuff. So just like I told you, you want to be an expert at something, stick with it. See, I was really good at trying something, and in 30 days, if it didn't work, I would quit. I would quit that, and then I would try something else. Okay, Norfolk State University's in the house. How you doing? TSU's in the house. Okay. But I was a professional entrepreneur, y'all. I tried it all, and I would quit it. 30 days, 60 days, max I would give something. Never was working on becoming an expert in those space. Well, what happened was after I had finally landed this job after a couple of years of searching, my father was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and I made a decision after he did pass away, after a very strong battle. I just was like, look, I had been saying I was going to move to Atlanta. I was going to start this business. Some of y'all been saying that y'all going to do something for the longest, and you wait until, like I did, wait until something traumatic happens. And I did. I decided to move to Atlanta a month later, and I got into doing this multimedia company that didn't do well, but I was introduced to the world of network marketing. And so in network marketing, I joined this one company. The first company was called Artists International, and we sold, our flagship product was called The Body Magic. So everybody probably called it The Body Magic Company, but I became a 6-figure earner in that company. Then I went on to go into Organo Gold, and I also became a 6-figure earner in that company, one of the top 1% earners in the entire world of the industry, one of the only few single females to earn that type of income. But I was out here doing my thing, okay? But in that world, guys, I learned so much, and I've only ever built 2 companies. So I only was in 2 companies, and in both those companies, I made 6 figures. So it wasn't a lucky thing. I was a grinder. I was a hustler. I know how to get out here and do it, and I still like to grind and hustle today. But even with all that money, y'all, I knew that I still needed to invest into myself. So I remember investing into my first event. It was a Danny Johnson event, flew to that. Then I invested into my first coach. I spent $10,000 on my very first coach. His name is Myron Golden. If anybody knows him, tag him and let him know. Myron taught me how to write my very first book, as well as how to sell from the front of the room. He was the bomb.com because he opened my eyes to so much more opportunity and knowing that there are so many ways to make money out here. Since then, over the past 6 years, I've invested more than $200,000 on personal self-development, coaching, courses, conferences. Y'all, I spend more money on personal development than I do on material things. And it's not nothing wrong with it. If you like to buy, cars and clothes and things like that, that's cool. But see, I understand that the more that I know, the more that I am able to apply what I know, the more that I can make and the more people I can impact. All right. So this is the deal. I was building my network marketing company, y'all, investing in myself. And it's like, sometimes anybody can relate to this. Anybody ever invested into some training and, or cool coaching, and it kind of revealed a lot of stuff to you to where you're like, I'm not happy doing this. I invested all this money and I realized I'm not happy in this space. I feel like it's time for me to move on. And for a long time, I was not happy, but I was making great money. And a lot of times what happens to many of us is because we're making money, we think that that is the goal. And money, unless you assign your money, is never the goal. It's what money can do for you. See, for me, what money did for me was allowed me the opportunity to see my true potential in life and to see my real purpose. See, I was building those companies, guys, and I was putting on this smile, but deep down, y'all, I was dealing with some of the worst depression that I ever dealt with in my entire life, to the point where I no longer even wanted to live. Unfortunately, guys, for me, I started doing research to figure out ways to no longer be here, and all the ways to be 100%, y'all, I was afraid. Listen, I'm afraid of heights. I do got a gun, but shoot, I ain't trying to use it on myself. I'm too afraid to do that. And then when I looked up the other ways, it didn't work. And so I said, well, look, God, if you're going to make me scared to do this, I need to know what I'm supposed to do. And that's when I started asking God, what's my purpose? Because making money is not anybody's purpose. To make money is not your purpose in life, okay? To buy things it is not your purpose. It's what you've been called here to do and how you impact other people. That's your purpose. And when you walk in your purpose, you will always be covered so that you can do the things that you need to do. Don't let me start preaching here. But I asked God, what is my purpose? And immediately, like, answers started to be answered. Let me tell you when it really clicked for me. So I had hit the top level of network marketing in my company, right? And so I was sitting down with this guy who was a lawyer. When I first moved to Atlanta, he had just become a lawyer. I just moved to Atlanta, so I was going to networking events and stuff like that. So I was like, let me hit up some old folks because I'm making all this money. Maybe I just need to get myself back in the game. Maybe I need to grind. Maybe I need to just get focused, right? Get refocused. That's a lot of times what we do, right? So I sat down with him and he was like, yeah, so, I just made partner with my law firm and da-da-da-da-da. And then he was like, well, what you doing? And I was like, well, I'm selling coffee. He was like, what? You got your own coffee? I was like, well, no, I'm in a network marketing company, but I'm doing really well. And you would have thought I told him I was selling drugs, child, because he did not want to talk to me no more. This is how we both looked. And so I was just like, okay, something got to give, right? So that's when I decided to finally write my book, A Six-Figure Vision. At the time, it was called A Vision to Freedom. But won't God do it? Won't he do it? Because when I wrote the book, when I tell y'all immediately, everybody type this in, immediately. Type this in. Some of y'all just watching. Type this in because I don't want you to miss this. Immediately. Type immediately right now in the screen. Type it. Immediately, doors started opening up for me. It was like, what in the world? I mean, I was speaking at lawyers' offices, lawyers' meetings. I spoke at this real estate meeting, like some organization. I spoke for this bridal organization. I mean, y'all, I was speaking in so many different places that I never imagined would happen because I had wrote this book talking about goals and talking about success. And now they saw me as an expert, child. Nobody even asked me, are you really an expert? Because you wrote about it. Now, I'm a big believer in doing things ethically. Okay. So I don't tell people to write about stuff that you don't know about. I would never tell you because it'll always come back to bite you in the butt. But I wrote about stuff that I did and people saw me as an expert. And then I realized, you know what? I like this because everybody was asking me, well, how did you write the book? So I started doing the Show Your Success workshops, y'all. And it was a grind. I traveled all across the country, all the way up from New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Virginia. I've gone to North Carolina. I've done events in Florida. We've done Texas, Georgia. We were doing these workshops all throughout the East down to the South, okay? So I was doing these workshops, impacting people. As you can see, some of the people in these pictures you might even know. And then I've written more than 15 books. My latest book that's coming up is How Not to Be a Broke Business Owner, okay? How many of y'all need that one? How Not to Be a Broke Business Owner, right? Not that you're broke right now, but we don't want to go broke. Okay, how you doing? So I have continued to write books and help other people. In fact, I've been on CBS, Fox News, NBC, just to name a few, talking about my workshop, okay? Talking about how I'm helping people to learn to leverage their books to build multiple streams of income, to grow their business, to become speakers, to become coaches, to make that money. Let me tell you something, y'all. One thing about me, y'all, is I'm all about showing you guys how to get to this paper. I believe that every single one of us, we should not be walking in our purpose, doing what we've been called to do and be broke. It's all about learning how to leverage yourself the right way and get to this money.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar.
Sorry, y'all. Had to throw that in. Anyways, another blessing, guys, is I've been able to travel across the world. I went to Ghana not once, but twice. I went to Ghana the first time for 2 weeks for an mission trip. And while I was there in Ghana, guess what? My business was still growing. I was able to talk with kids and I taught the math class, y'all. Woo! You think speaking in front of kids and coaching adults and speaking in front of adults is hard? Try speaking in front of a whole lot of kids in another country where they barely understand you, darling. But it was one of the best experiences in my life. It made me come back to the United States and truly have an understanding my calling in life and understanding what was important. And being able to do more things like this is so important to me, which is why I'm grateful that I took a step in faith, wrote my book, and learned how to leverage it. Now, we've helped more than 5,000 people to become what we call authorpreneurs with more than 30 plus collaboration projects. And this year, we're going to help more than 1,000 entrepreneurs just this year to become authorpreneurs. We've done, as you can see, several books. These are just some of the books that we have been able to help our authors to produce, whether we've did the entire project or they enrolled into a program where they learned how to do the steps, right? Now, our System Mastery program, we have 4 different types of programs. We have our book writing success, our 72-hour formula. In that, we literally hold your entire hand, Book Profits Club, and our collaboration program. But today, I'm going to talk to you guys about another opportunity. Secret number 2, why authors don't succeed. People write books on their own and they only sell to their immediate circle, and that's it. And that's because, going back to what I said at the beginning, guys, people write books to tell and not books to sell. See, if you're writing a book and yeah, you might have did great when you launched it because everybody in your circle bought it. But see, if you've got a book where you got to explain to people what the book is about, or you got to, like if they don't know you, you got to be able to intrigue them. Guys, we're not writing the right book, right? We got to write books that are designed to sell outside of our immediate circle, because your immediate circle technically is not your client or customer. That is someone just supporting you. And that's a blessing to have supporters, but your customer is going to be outside of your circle. Also, people don't create a book to move people forward. So if you look at any personal self-development books today, these are generally people who are in another space. They sell another product. They sell another service. Well, in the book, their goal is to take you from reading the book to taking action and moving you along to the next step. And I see a lot of books that ain't doing that, y'all. Y'all just leaving people there all willy-nilly. They done finished your book and you've not given them next steps. And also, people do not plan out the purpose. We talked about that before. You've got to know, how is this book going to affect your business and how is this going to affect the reader? You got to plan this stuff out, because if you don't, those that fail to plan to fail. Period. Okay. Now, you must know who your target audience is. Guys, everyone is not serving anyone. Okay. You got to stop trying to serve everyone and figure out specifically who your audience is. How old are they? What is their gender? What is their nationality? How much money do they make? My program, just so y'all know in advance, for the program where we literally do all the work for you, we hold your hand, we create a website, all that stuff. That is a $7,000 program. So I can't just serve any and everyone. So I know exactly who that particular program is for, right? I also know what challenges someone has that comes to me. They're trying to really be able to build up their brand, right? I know that they want to be able to expand and be able to use their book to recruit more people into their programs or their services. Then you got to know how to solve their challenges, right? And then you need to get in front of them. Now, here's 8 things that your book should do and or be. Number 1 is it should make you multiple streams of income. Ladies and gentlemen, if by the fact that someone reads your book, if it is not allowing you to earn multiple streams just from inside the book, you ain't constructing your book the right way. Darling, you got to be able to provide additional tools. Some of you guys are life coaches. In your book, you should be talking about additional products and services that people can buy to go in conjunction with their book. If you're a massage therapist, you're going to write in your book about happiness, different things that people can buy on top of course, getting your services, but also from aromatherapy oils and meditation and all types of stuff, guys, right? You got to build multiple streams of income. It should redirect readers to your website. I call it the redirect. Many people do not do that, and they miss out on opportunities because sometimes your book may be sitting, on somebody's table and they get up and start reading it, but they don't own it, so they're not going to keep it. Well, you didn't even create a way so that you can get in contact with people that are reading the book. You got to redirect your reader. It should open doors for you as a speaker. Now, I know some of us are afraid to speak. I get it. Listen, I come from the world of being an introvert. I had to create an alter ego so that I could get out here. But being a speaker, listen, y'all, being a speaker has absolutely been the most lucrative thing I could have ever did in my entire life. When you have a book and you are able to speak and sell your book, it's also another great opportunity. It should be of good content and not of length. So I recently changed this one because people always ask me how many page numbers. Y'all, let me show you a book that I just came out with. I know you guys can see the small video on the side. Well, this is one of our clients. Her name, I got it upside down. Her name is Annette Bryant. You see, Annette Bryant, this is her brand new book, Loving Me Best, 3 Simple Steps to Self-Love. She's going to be coming out with not collaboration, but a compilation of books, right? But this is a micro-sized book, okay? This is not a big book, but I promise you, it's pocket size. You can put it in your pocket. People are going to read this, and they're going to read it fast, and they're going to get as much value as they would from a book that's 300 pages. In fact, most people are not going to read no book that's 300 pages. They want something fast. People live in a microwave society, and I'm still going to sell this book for $20. Yes, trust and believe. You better believe it. Yes, sir. Also, it should be straight to the point. People don't want a lot of fluff. People want, what is the step? I need the steps. Give me the information. You can set the tone by telling a little bit about your story, but overall, like, I get it that you went through all that, but how did you overcome it? That's what people want to know, right? It should be straight to the point. It should leave a legacy for your family. It should have a cover that sells. Lord Jesus, I tell you, I see so many people try to do their own covers, honey, and they just, because they don't want to invest in that. That is the worst thing any author could ever do, is if you're not someone who is in the marketing space. So I'm not just talking about a designer, but if you don't understand marketing and you try to do your book cover yourself, you are going to cost yourself thousands and thousands of dollars. Your book cover should be to the point where somebody reads it, they flip it, they see it, and it sells from the strength of the cover itself. You should not have to explain your book when you have the right cover. And it also should increase your bottom line to your primary business. Okay? So let me give you some steps, guys. And don't forget, if you want this training, I'm about to give you the first tip on how to get a part of this program for free, okay? But if you want this training, you need to text BPC to 484848. This is going to give you access. You're going to get access to my $1,000 training where people have followed this and made 500, 1,000. I even had, I don't know if y'all know Madam Money, Tara Jackson. She followed this technique, and in like 7 days, she sold more than 100 books. And so at first I was like, no, we only gonna pre-sell 100. She's like, nah, girl, I got to increase it. So she increased it to 200 books that she pre-sold, y'all. This technique works. I'm not telling y'all stuff off of theory. I'm telling you by things that I have actually done to make money. So here's the 6 main steps to writing your book. Announcing it. That's the first thing. First things first, you always want to announce that you got a book coming out. You can announce it via social media. You can text it, because this is going to help you to make some money. And so here's the post. I'm so excited to announce I have a book coming out. Notice I didn't say add some special graphics. Notice I didn't say add, your cover. Notice I didn't say put the title. Notice I didn't say put when. All of that stuff that y'all be overthinking that they never did the post. Y'all overthinking it. Stop it. Just put, I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. Then you need to plan it. You need to know, how is this book going to help you? How is this book going to get you on the news? How is this book going to get you in front of schools? And it shouldn't be all of the above. Have a specific intention with your book. Guys, millionaires don't become millionaires by happenstance. Oh, I wrote the book and whoop, all of a sudden I made $1 million. No, everything that they do to be a millionaire is intentional. You've got to be intentional with the work that you're going to put into this book. Then you're going to write it, right? Then the great thing is writing it. Now, there's so much technology out there, guys, that if you're not a great typer, no worries. You don't have to be a great typer in order to have a great book, okay? And then notice I said title it, and notice I don't really have numbers on these bullet points, but guys, what I want you to understand is that titling your book is not as important as you think it is to start pre-selling, to start writing it. I've got people who will make up an excuse and say, Taria, I haven't started because I don't know the title, but you know the results. You know what you want the book to be about. You know how you want the book to help. Think and Grow Rich was not titled until 20 years after production of it, okay? Funding it. Now, honestly, guys, when you announce it, you can start getting funded right away. You can actually get funded right away. You can get funded right away. Literally, some of you guys are going to follow the training that you receive, and you're going to start making money today and then publishing it. My goal, guys, is that you don't go to a publishing company, okay? Let me just tell you something. I was reading, this no shade, First Lady Obama made $30-something million off the publishing of her book. She went through a publishing company. Now, it's safe to say, if you knew that First Lady Obama was coming and she even maybe charged $5 or $10 for you to come and see her at an arena and speak, y'all would have paid it, because it sold out so quick. So if she wanted to put on her own tour, she could have did it. If she wanted to hire someone to help ghostwrite it and spent maybe $10,000, $20,000, and then she went and self-published it, instead of only making $30 million, she could have made what the publishing company made, which was probably over $100 million. See, guys, there are some advantages to going to publishing companies, but also if you're me, I don't want to give nobody my money. If I know that I'm still going to have to go on the tour, I'm still going to have to do the speaking, if I'm still going to have to be in a part of it, why not make 100%? Now, granted, they probably wrote her a check up front, so it was very enticing, but this is what happens in publishing world. When you sign with a publishing company, you lose creative control. They take a large percentage of the commission of your book, and you kind of basically, that book is owned by them and not you. So we teach you how to be self-published, okay? We teach you how to keep all of your money inside. All right. All right. So we also have our 5 P's to book writing. This is our program that's in our book writing success program, where we teach you about preparing your book, how to profit from your book, publishing, as well as promoting and getting your book to perform. Okay. Performing is so much more different than promoting. Performing is like when you get on the news with that quick 3 minutes, and how to properly leverage your book so that you can sell more products and services. And many people don't know how to do that, right? Now, our 72-hour book formula, again, like I told you, this is where you get 100% guidance. This is our $7,000 package where you invest and we work with you literally on everything. You don't even have to type anything. And some of you guys are willing to make that type of investment. But I know that there's some people who are not yet ready for that kind of investment, but you still want to get your book done. We also have book collaboration projects. Now, this is someone who has a high sphere of influence that would like us to assist them with this process. You can get paid a commission. There is an investment required, but we do pretty much all the legwork for you. And then you're able to have, 100% rights to your book. Now, there is another book publishing or book writing coaching company out there, and they do everything that we do. They help you with the promoting a little bit. They teach you a little bit about marketing. They help you with your cover and all those things, but they actually charge $40,000 for their program. Okay, $40,000. In fact, here's the application form. That's my chicken scratch handwriting. Don't joke me. But if you pay in full, you can get a discount. You can pay $35,000. Okay, you pay $35,000 if you pay in full. But if you do payments, it's going to end up being $39,998. Well, guys, that's not what we charge for our services. Not yet. Just so that y'all know. Right now, let me ask you a question. What if I can help you guys with all of this? Getting your book done, teaching you some techniques on marketing, how to get yourself out there, how to leverage your book the right way. And what if you could work directly with me? What if you can make anywhere between $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 per month? See, a lot of times when people look at how much is it going to cost me, they don't get it. How much is it going to cost you to learn how to do something? That should never be the question. What you could ask, though, is how much is it going to cost for me not to learn how to do it? How much money am I missing out on not getting it? I love it how Marquel Russell phrases it, that this is not you spending money, but this is actually an opportunity for you to learn how to make more money. Now, he said it a different way. I forgot how he said it, but all I know is it was ingenious when he said it. So secret number 3, let's make 3 streams of income with your book. Okay, I want to teach you how to make at least 3 streams by giving you 2 examples of some of people that I've worked with. Now, one thing I want you to remember is that your book should lead to your primary results you offer. If you don't know what that is, guys, that's why you need to have somebody to help you with this information, right? Pull it, figure it out. But what is it that you want to coach people in? What is it that you want to speak about? What is it that you sell? What is it that you do? Right? It can build multiple streams of income. And remember, it should be on what people are searching for. What are people Googling right now? I always go to Google, and somebody tells me this is what I teach. I go Google it to see how many results pull up. Because if it's a lot of results, that means it's a lot of people searching. That means it's a great business to be a part of. Now, some people will say, Taria, well, somebody might have already written a book about it, but they're not you. See, one thing we got to stop worrying about is what other people are doing, because what other people are doing is not my business. What's my business is the people that have been assigned to me who I'm supposed to impact. Does that make sense? I want y'all to type that in. What other people are doing is not my business. What other people are doing is not my business. I want you to put that in the comment space, okay? So here's 2 clients. First was a hair industry student. She told me, Taria, I've been doing hair for a long time, over 20 years. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do hair no more, but I want to help educate. I want to become a speaker or coach in this space, right? So I said, well, why don't you write a book teaching people how to get repeat customers? One of the biggest challenges that you have in the beauty world is getting customers to come back to you, especially when situations like what's going on right now, right? People, they ain't gonna really spend. So you need to be able to find ways to make your customer know how special they are. So anyway, so what she did was she wrote a book teaching people about getting repeat customers. And what we did was I taught her how to do her workshop. Okay. So she did her very first workshop, and her very first workshop, only 10 people showed up. What? See, some people will look at that as not a good look, but 10 people, big deal, because she had 5 people buy her books as $100, and then 2 people enrolled into her $297 program. She made $694 in her first workshop with only 10 people. Her course is now $997. This is all that she does, and she does bigger events. Okay, so I want y'all to understand, when you write the right book, it'll get you the right coin. Okay. I also had a cleaning student who didn't necessarily want to get into the speaking space, but she wanted to be able to get more clients. So what she did was write a book about how to keep your house green until the next clean. Okay. It ended up being something like this pocket-sized book. So it wasn't a big book, small book, but it gave everybody some specific tips and techniques on things to do in between your cleaning services. Okay. What she would do is give a copy of her book away, plus 4 additional copies to every new client that she served. In the book also had a coupon, 1 hour off a 3-hour service. Now, one thing I want you to understand, she only services $500,000 homes and above. But one thing about people that own homes that are $500,000 and above, they know other people that own homes that are $500,000. And so people that make money, believe it or not, they still like to save money. So they would give those copies of those books out to their neighbors and their friends. And so this is how she was booking more clients. In the book, though, she talked about products that you can use that are green. Guess what products she talks about? Hers. She created her own cleaning product line. And so every time someone gets their house clean, she also has a cleaning package that she sells on top of it. Y'all, at the time, she was only doing herself. She was only servicing, I think, a total of 5 clients or so per month. And then she worked it up to get an additional 4 clients per employee. And she was paying them $20 per hour. Well, with her only servicing her few clients per month, the 6 clients, she was making an additional, y'all see this? $2,940 a month. That's only doing a few clients a month. Then what was happening, guys, she had people that were like, look, we need help. We want to learn how to start a cleaning business. So she created a coaching program teaching people how to start their own cleaning business. On top of that, she also sells them. They got to buy all their products through her. So they got to buy the book, because this is a technique that she has found to work. So they got to buy the book from her. They also have to buy the cleaning products. So she's building multiple streams of income. This is what I'm trying to told you. Writing the right book brings you money. It's not just about having a book, but one that produces results. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, guys, when you want to write a book, but you must write a book. If you're in a business, if you sell a product, if you sell a service, you need to write a book. You need to be seen as the expert in your space. You can share your journey too in your book, but it's all about how to format it the right way. You can build multiple streams of income from your book, and you can also start a new business. For some of you that want to get into coaching maybe or something like that, you can use your book as the launching pad. See, I teach people, don't do book launches, do an event. The person that I saw do this the best was Lisa Nichols. Came out with her book, Abundance Now. And what she did was everybody that bought her book got a free ticket to her event. She had over 2,000 people at her event, and she was selling 3 different coaching packages. I easily saw Lisa Nichols make $1 million at her 3-day event. It was a 2-day event, a 2-day event that was celebrating the launch of her book. So when you learn how to leverage your book, y'all, you're going to make money. Whether it's a coaching, whether it's a product, it doesn't matter. And then you keep on writing books, right? You should write a book to write another book. Guys, things change. Life changes. Don't just sit on one book for 5 years and want to get new results, right? So we write books to write more books. Guys, here's an example of somebody who wrote books about one specific topic, leadership. John C. Maxwell has books after books after books after books about leadership. So when some people feel like, well, Tari already wrote a book about that topic, it doesn't matter. Because people, the best customer to have is one who already bought your book before. Because as long as that first book gave good value, guess what they're going to do? They're going to buy more. You know, John C. Maxwell initially wrote the book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Do you know he came out with a new version just recently? But you would think if it's a irrefutable, then it ain't nothing else to add to it. Well, not according to him, because he understands that you write books to write more books. Another thing about us guys is we don't want you to be garage qualified. Now, we live in a world of technology where everybody has their books online and stuff like that. You can buy it on Amazon. So that's another example. I meet a lot of people that tell me they got books, but they ain't selling no books. They ain't making no books. They ain't making no money. They're not building multiple streams of income. Guys, the last thing you want to be is an author that's not selling any books and leveraging their books to build multiple streams of income. We're going to get you out of that garage qualified space and teach you how to build multiple streams of income. Hello, New Attitude Hair Gallery. Sylvia, how you doing? So System Master University is our online program where we teach you about writing a book in less than 30 days. And I told you about the different programs that we have available just to kind of give you an idea of what you get as far as value when you enroll into it. It's over $10,000 in value, guys. One-on-one coaching. We do funnel training, social media templates that we make for you. And we do more than this, guys, but I don't like to overwhelm people with all the stuff, but it's well over $10,000+ in value. Now, and if you really qualify, like I told you, we do the 72-hour formula where you don't write anything, but that is a $7,000 program. Now, I know that some of you guys, y'all would be willing to invest $7,000 to make sure that your book is written the right way. But we've recently started doing a new event called our Book Camp Boot Camp, where we teach you how to utilize these processes and write your book in a day. So that is what we're going to do. So we have collaboration and stuff like that. I'm going to show you about that in a second. Some of you guys, though, the bad thing about this is that while I'm talking to you guys, some of you have already started making excuses. You've already come up with reasons why you can't do something. You've already told yourself, this ain't going to work for me. I don't know how to do that. Let me tell you something about life. Either you make money or you make excuses, but you cannot have both. You've got to get out of the world of making up reasons why something is not done and just start getting it done. I'm going to tell you guys, I don't like to do a whole lot of excuses. I just like to go ahead and take action. And if I mess up, I mess up. So what? It's also necessary to know that as soon as you make a decision to do this, guys, it's going to be challenges, some hiccups, distractions. Somebody going to probably say, who you think you are writing a book? You don't know nothing. I have people tell me that 15 books later, they still talking crazy. Now they all of a sudden got a book coming out. So guys, I want you to understand that people always got something to say. It's always going to be distractions. It's always going to be challenges, but you cannot allow what comes to you to affect you. They say it's not what happens to you. It's what you do with what happens to you that makes you a success. Does that make sense? So for those of you that are still here, first of all, congratulations on still being here. We did go over 30 minutes, so I'm very proud of you guys for being here. But I know you want to know what's next, okay? So we're not going to do the discovery session because I want you guys to learn about our boot camp, okay? So let me just pull up a website real quick for you guys. I hope you guys sent in your text messages so that you can learn how to make the $1,000, because if you sent that text message in, you're going to get access to being able to make that $1,000 today so that you don't have to pay any money for this boot camp, okay? So this boot camp is $1,297 in training. But right now, the ticket is available for you to gain access for only $297. Now, what I want to do, guys, is I want to show you a video. We have videos of people who've actually accessed it, and then I'll tell you all the things that you're going to get. These are some of our previous clients as well right here. Hold on. I wanted to pull up. Oh, I thought I had it on here. Well, I'll pull up my YouTube real quick because it's on my YouTube. I want to show you a young lady, Felicia Baxley, who actually got her book done in a day at the boot camp that we just did a couple days ago, okay? So she got her book done in a day at the boot camp that we just did a couple days ago. So I want you to understand people are going out here and they are getting results. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be a superstar. All you got to be willing to do is take action.
Hi guys, my name is Felicia Baxley. I am an author. I'm the host of Boss in the Making, the podcast, and I am the founder of The Creative Grind, which you can follow on Instagram at The Creatives Grind. I am excited because this past weekend I spent time with Taria Vision Avant at a boot camp, and let me tell you, I could have never imagine the amount of value I was going to get for the money that I spent. It was an investment that I would do again and again and again, because not only did Taria provide information, she provided valuable information. She took time out of her day to spend an entire day with me, teaching me the skills that I needed to write my book effectively. I was able to pre-sale 14 books just before the weekend even got started, and pre-sales are still coming in. I was able to finish an entire book in a day. From cover to cover, I was able to go ahead and write my book out, and all I have to do is edit and get it formatted, really. So the information that Taria shared in this boot camp was amazing. She even went the extra mile to spend another day going over information. The time she spent helping people trying to figure out technology, it was just amazing. And I would encourage anybody to not only attend a boot camp with her, but whatever it is that she has to offer that you think would be valuable to you, I think you should invest in it, because let me tell you, what she has to offer, it's a good investment. It's good seed. It's a good ground to plant a seed in with her. So I thank you, Taria. You have been amazing. I cannot wait to work with you in the future. I cannot wait to share more results with you, and I am just excited. Thank you.
Awesome. And that's Felicia right there, who was able to get her book done in that weekend. And we have more testimonials as well. But let me just tell you what you're going to get for this $297, okay? So first of all, you're going to learn how to write a book that sells. We're also going to talk about becoming an Amazon top seller. We're going to talk about 3 ways to profit from your book, how to leverage your book, and how to have a book cover that sells, okay? Here's what you're also going to get. You're going to get a free copy of my book, A Six-Figure Vision, a free ebook of my book, How Not to Be a Broke Author. You're going to get replay access to all the training that we do. We're going to talk to you guys about self-publishing and 3 ways to profit. You're also going to get 30 days access to the Book Profits Club, guys. And so this is a monthly membership where you're able to learn additional things. In the Book Profits Club, we teach you how to pitch yourself to the media. We even give you the list of media outlets in your market. We teach you about how to leverage your book at events. You're going to learn different things every single month. There's a new training that's added to the Book Profits Club. It's just some exclusive information only for our authorpreneurs. You're also going to get your certified authorpreneur certificate. I'm going to be mailing out my certificates for everybody who was at the previous event because I was waiting on some new books to come in so I could send them a copy of the book and their certificate. But you're going to become a certified authorpreneur, so you'll be able to share that to your community as well. Now, who is this for? Someone who is already an author but getting no results. This is for all business owners, someone who is serious about leaving a legacy, and someone wanting to launch their new business and wants to market it. Who is this not for? Anybody who is a get-rich-quick type of person, someone who doesn't want to promote their own book, someone who doesn't want to self-publish, or someone who doesn't want to write their own book. We do have a service for you available, though. If you don't want to write it and you want us to write it, guys, we will write it, but it is $7,000. I just want y'all to understand that is the price point, but we do everything. It's all the bells and whistles. And also, if you feel that you don't get the value that you deserve, we will give you your money back. I have never, ever, since I've been doing any of these VIP days, ever had anyone to request their money back. And I'm not saying that to be braggadocious. I'm just telling you, everybody that comes to our stuff that plugs in, they always get value. They always are able to learn what they need to learn. Now, this is the deal. Some of you guys have been invited to this by one of our Show Your Success team members, either Erica or Danae. If Erica or Danae invited you, they have a very special deal for you today. Today, instead of $297, my birthday is coming up on May 5th. Okay, so just in a couple days. So what we're going to be doing for today, we're going to be having a $100 scholarship available. I believe right now we're at about maybe 10 to 15 more seats available. So instead of paying $297, you would only have to invest $197. If you follow the pre-sale training that you guys sent the text message for, guess what? you'll be able to get in there for free. That's literally only selling a couple of books. Many of you guys right now could pick up the phone and text someone and say, hey, I've got a book coming out. Can you pre-order a copy? Okay, so you're going to text that number like I told you guys. Matter of fact, let me tell you the number that you need to text. Now, if you received a message from me, if you received a message from me, if you received a message from me and you are ready to take advantage of that $100 scholarship, then you're going to get an email from me, okay? But know that I only have a few more of the scholarships. So if you know Erica or Danae and they invited you, you need to hit them up. Guys, it's $197 to get 3 days. So let me tell you when we start. It's May 8th, 9th, and 10th. On May 8th, we actually start at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. All of the information that we do will be recorded, but the intention is that you're going to be with us live working on your book. Saturday, we're going to be all day from 11 to 7. We will do a lunch break or like a late lunch break. And then Sunday, we're going to go for 4 hours from 2 p.m. This is all Central Time. From 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. Now I understand it's Mother's Day, and some of us mothers out here. I'm not a mom. I am a fur mom, but I understand it. But some of the best gift to have is to have a book done on Mother's Day. If you cannot make it on the 10th, we do record the training portions, and you're able to get access to the replay. Okay. So we only have about 10 to 15 more seats. So for those of you, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. For those of you guys who are on my list and you got emailed from me, you're about to get an email right now, probably a text message as well, of the discount code, the scholarship code, okay? But you need to make sure that you take advantage. This is all virtual. So everything that we're doing with this boot camp, it's a virtual event. You'll be able to do it from the comfort of your home. We can't yet do a physical event because not every state is open. So we are going to have people plugged in from all over the country. We even have some people that sometimes dial in from other parts of the world, okay? So it is a 100% virtual. All the replays that you get, though, will be available to you in the Facebook group. So we're all going to be in a private Facebook group where you'll be able to get all the replays and all the training, all right? But it's literally walking you through it. Awesome. Congratulations. Lisa says, I'm already signed up for May 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's what I'm talking about. Well, Lisa, you want to start working on pre-selling now. Start working on pre-selling now so you can go ahead and get your investment back, but also get some people excited about your book, right? Get your investment back and excited about your book. Make sure you guys sent that text message in to get that free training as well, okay? Does anybody have any questions, though, while I'm typing this in and sending y'all the email for those of you who are on my list? Make sure if you know Erica and Danae, you get with them because I think I only have about a couple of more left. So you need to get with whoever invited you, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Darling said, I'm signed up already. I came and ready to write. I came to work. Hashtag I came to work. You don't understand what pre-selling is. Pre-selling is selling something before you come out with it. So pre-selling your book. You might want to have sent the text message. I hope you sent the text message so that you can get the access to the training. Yes, inbox Erica or inbox Danae because they have the $100 code, okay? So you want to take action. Again, we're only doing 50 seats for this particular event. So you want to make sure you go ahead and secure it in. Also tomorrow, everybody, tomorrow, there's going to be there's going to be a training added to the Facebook group to prepare you. There's going to be stuff that you're going to be doing up to the day. So the earlier that you get started, the better. Any questions? Who else is registered? If you're already registered, let me know. If you're waiting on your email, let me know. If Erica invited you, let us know. This is not a so this is, I don't know what the training is tomorrow, but just be ready. Just be ready, Lisa. Be ready. Be on tomorrow for that's for the Virtual Profits Conference. So this is not a Virtual Profits Conference broadcast. This is just my broadcast. Yes, wait for an email if you are on my list. So if you're on my list, you should get an email from me in a couple of minutes. If you were invited by Erica or Danae, you can email them or message them, and they will give you the details of what to do to register. But I'm about to send out to y'all right now. Wait, Ada said, I'm waiting on my scholarship. That's what I'm talking about. Waiting. Anita says she waiting on the email. So my spots will probably fill up pretty fast. Elaine says, wait for the email. Yes, for the training that you guys can access tonight, you want to look at that. In fact, let me just show y'all. I'm going to show y'all real quick. Wait, hold on, let me send this one more thing. And then I'm going to show y'all something, because I actually put the initial post up that I told you guys to put up. And I just so that y'all can see, because this stuff works. Mind you, I've come out with 15 books. I literally do this training. It's the $1,000 training. I don't know, at least once a month. So my followers see me post this all the time. And even still then, they still always respond. Ooh, I should have did more. Oh, by the way, this scholarship code does end today. So tomorrow it'll be $297. So no exceptions. I don't want to hear nobody tell me they couldn't make it work. Listen, you need to take advantage today. The scholarship does end today because it is worth way more than $297. Those people who've already, by the way, Felicia signed up for the camp again. We've had at least, I want to say 5 people that were in the boot camp the first time, got done, or almost all the way done, and signed up again. That's how good this event is. So the scholarship code does end tonight. The scholarship code does end tonight. Okay, so let me show y'all real quick. So just wanted to show y'all. Look at this, back in 2012 when I was in network marketing. Oh, thank you, darling. Okay. Oh, you are welcome, Brenda. It's my training that's live right now. Will this include being able to teach others? Latanya, I'm not sure I understand that question. So look at this. Look, y'all. Look. I put this before this. I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. Let me tell you what I do real quick. Watch this. Watch. And I teach you this in the training. Some of y'all be doing the wrong thing, y'all. Y'all don't be listening. Listen, I'm a coach. I promise you I'm not going to steer you the wrong way. All you need to say is check your inbox. This is it. Look, I'm giving y'all some of the training right now. And then hover over, and I'm going to send her a message. Hey, Latria. Like that name. Y'all be saying, thank you. I want you to be. Y'all be saying thank you and all types of stuff. No, the reason why you tell people I'll check your inbox because you want other people to comment, because people are nosy. I promise you, y'all, I have done this so many times and it never gets old. Also, I'm always constantly scraping my inbox. I mean, scraping my friends list. And normally I have, hello, Craig. And then when people start replying, oh my God, thank you so much. How do I do that? Then I tell them the next step, okay? And so that's what you guys are going to learn, those of you who sent the text message. And then guess what? For those people who liked it, because they only liked it, you can still tag them in the post too. You can tag all these people who just liked it. So I could tag them in the comment and say, hey, check your inbox. And I'm going to do more of that because what happens is the more comments that you have on a post, the more Facebook sees this as relevant, and it'll push it up in more people's timeline feeds and more people will see it. So I comment and reply to everybody and I tell everybody check your inbox because I want people to comment. Okay, does that make sense? So that's a little bit of the training that's available, y'all. But you got to plug in to that training. You got to send that text message if you want the full training. Oh, well, happy birthday to my Taurus sister. Yes. Awesome. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it on up. For those of you who sent the text message, check your inbox. You're going to get a message in about a couple of minutes of where to go for the $1,000 training, okay? And those of you who are taking advantage, we have sent out the message, but also for those of you texted here, we'll also send you the message there too, so just in case. But for those of you who were invited by Erica, or no, I'm not going to do that because I want to make sure that Erica and Danae, if they invited you, that you go through them and get their discount code because I only have a limited supply left. So you need to contact the person who invited you to this broadcast so that we can be fair and make sure that everybody that invited you, they're able to connect to you because everybody has their own number of scholarships left. Okay. All right. With that stated, that is it. That is all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Deuces.